Hello, I'm Adelaide Cronin, the sales coordinator at Holiday House, Pixel and Ink, and Peachtree, and I'm excited to share with you some of our exciting titles publishing in the second half of 2023. I'll be presenting in age and category order, so titles from all three publishers are included. You'll find a contact email on the last slide, so if you have any questions or want to follow up about anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. The first book in our presentation is one of the most stunning and meaningful picture books I've seen in a long time. New York Times bestselling author Nikki Grimes and the late Caldecott Award-winning illustrator Jerry Pinkney spent the early days of the pandemic emailing back and forth and talking about collaborating on a book, with Jerry sharing pictures he took of the woodlands around his house. What they managed to create is a life-changing and life-affirming story about a boy grieving his father and finding solace in art. Before Jerry passed away in the fall of 2021, he delivered tight pencil sketches, and as his son Brian took on the task of completing the illustrations, he found himself connecting with his father in a whole new way, life truly imitating art. We'll have an educator's guide, and Nikki and Brian will be speaking at ALA this June, so you'll be seeing a walk in the woods everywhere. From the multi-award-winning creator of I Talk Like a River, Do You Remember? Is an innovative look at memories, as seen through a conversation between a mother and son, who each share moments they remember and then add one another's perspective on the event. Profound, simple, and evocative, this is a stunning second book from author Sydney Smith. The shifting viewpoints are illustrated by different text and art, depending on who is talking, and the art style shifts across voice and time, sharper edges, cleaner lines, deeper colors for the present, or a more fluid impressionist style for the past. We'll have an SCL-focused educator's guide available. From the best-selling author and illustrator team of Trashy Town comes a fantastic follow-up to Firefighter Flo, which sold out on its first printing almost immediately. Is Crane Jane, the second book in the Big Jobs, Bold Women series that spotlights women as leaders in non-traditional occupations. The fun rhyming verse and onomatopoeia invites child and parent to read aloud together and is perfect for the kid who loves staring at big trucks and machines as they drive by, which is literally every kid I know. We're doing pre-pub advertising and keep an eye out for a school and library vehicle-focused e-blast. In this fable retelling, the sun and the wind make a bet on who will be able to make three sisters take off their coats and test their different methods of sunshine and gales. Beyond a simple battle of elements, sisterhood is a core theme of the story, and Philip Stead illustrates this curiosity and understanding of humanity by showcasing strong female characters who stick together. Crayon, colored pencil, and carbon transfer techniques are employed to create airy, delicate, joyful art. The North Wind and the Sun can be read in different ways, as a straight story, as a fable, or as an allegory for empowerment, perseverance, and strength. It's a perfect book for many ages, grades, and reading groups, and will encourage all types of readers to stand up for themselves. The Yaks are back in this adorable sequel from Lou Fraser and Kate Hindley, and Gertie is going to be a big sister. She can't wait to share all her things and teach the new Yakling all there is to know. But how does she feel about sharing Mommy? Ultimately, Gertie learns that there is plenty of love to go around, making this a perfect choice for story times and young readers welcoming a new sibling. Three-time Porta Belpré winning illustrator John Parra's art beautifully tells the stories that Michael Genhardt heard from his mother growing up in Spanish is the Language of My Family, publishing simultaneously in hardcover in both English and Spanish. This title celebrates the joy of sharing your heritage with family, as children of immigrants often occupy a confusing space when it comes to their cultural identity, and this is an excellent tool to inspire them and help them connect with different generations. Extensive back matter explores Latino history and the Spanish alphabet, and will have an educator's guide available in Spanish and English. Scaredy Cats from Jeff Mack is a truly funny book, which our world needs more of. Three kittens find a mysterious box and work themselves into a kitty tizzy trying to figure out what's inside, with increasingly outlandish guesses. Bright, upbeat drawings make this a creative writing drawing tool for educators, and learning how to practice patience makes it a good choice for classrooms and storytime read-alouds. The imaginative contents are drawn in a more freestyle way, and the cats are more realistic. There's no real ending, which encourages young readers to really think outside the box. From award-winning creators, a little-known slice of history is told in this picture book biography of Ralph Fasanella, his work as a painter, and how he led a political awakening as a union organizer. It covers themes of social justice, immigrant and labor rights, and is incredibly relevant to the lives and dignity of working-class families now, especially with the rise of strikes across industries, and often disproportionately affecting immigrants. And with the support of Ralph's son, Mark, the book will feature 6 high-resolution reproductions of some of Ralph's most famous paintings. Pearl just wants to read her book in peace, but the other fish won't leave her alone. Little ones who struggle to focus in busy environments will relate, and likewise learn about establishing healthy boundaries and respecting personal space. Captivating art and an instantly relatable storyline will make Hooked on Books a Finn favorite. Great Carrier Reef is a new entry in our Books for a Better Earth series, a collection designed to inspire young people to become active and knowledgeable participants in caring for the planet they inhabit. Focusing on solutions to climate change challenges, the collection looks at how scientists, activists, and young leaders are working to safeguard Earth's future. This outstanding STEM picture book documents the transformation of an aircraft carrier, the USS Oriskany, that was gutted and turned into the world's largest artificial reef. The text and stunning art was reviewed by a marine engineer who was a member of the crew responsible for sinking the mighty O. Keep an eye out for upcoming titles in the series with more engaging nonfiction for young readers. This laugh-out-loud new illustrated chapter book series, Buddy and Bee, celebrates the roller coaster highs and lows of life and friendship in a second-grade classroom. The series is populated with characters of various racial and cultural backgrounds and represents students with varying abilities. Readers will love finding characters who look like themselves in these books. For those looking for a calmer slice-of-life chapter book series, children will be happy to cozy up with Pixel and Ink's new dragon dinosaur duo, Drag and Rex. Putting their heads together to solve life's little quandaries, sometimes literally, these two forever friends model respectful, communicative, and loving friendships for early readers through bite-sized lessons. An educator's guide will be available and updated as more Dragon Rex books are released. Next, we have 2 new graphic novel series for early readers from Vikram Madan. Owl and Penguin Best Day Ever is the second book in this I Like to Read series, and the first was a Geisel Honor book this year. 2 feathered friends are a frog and toad for the emoji generation in this delightful story for emerging readers. Even when they disagree, Owl and Penguin's conflicts get resolved with the utmost care and forgiveness. Zuni the dog is a great new character based on a real-life Zuni. With super kid-friendly graphic novel-style illustrations, this exciting new series from the aforementioned creator hits that Dr. Seuss meets Dog Man sweet spot. To support the launch, we'll be having a downloadable activity kit and a reading guide. Vikram is Indian and brings a different BIPOC perspective to this space, and Zuni is a gender-neutral dog who wears a kurta and has brown fur, and is completely adorable. An ordinary bear gains extraordinary magical powers in this hilarious graphic novel series skewed towards a younger middle-grade audience. With a new pun at every turn, fans of casually silly wordplay will find plenty to snort at, and the doodle art is reminiscent of kids' own doodling. Perfect for fans of Dogman. Stories of the Islands, a stunningly beautiful feminist retelling of 3 familiar Indonesian folk tales for a new generation, just became a JLG selection. Hooray! Debut author and artist Clara Ancasa reimagines these stories with vivid, three-dimensional female characters with the power to change the world, celebrating and supporting sisterhood, friendship, and maternal love in turn. Each story has its own unique watercolor palette and setting, and we have a planned TikTok feature to show it off. Another entry in our Books for a Better Earth collection, Team Trash, is a middle-grade graphic novel depicting two time-traveling student environmentalists as they learn how to protect our Earth from plastic pollution. This quick but impactful read will transport readers across continents and centuries. Washington Post contributor Kate Wheeler dives into the history of recycling, acknowledging the reality of plastic pollution while offering accessible solutions and sustainability tips, and more importantly, an optimistic look into how modern scientists are combating waste. This informational text layers a fictional situation with strong nonfiction content. Publishers Weekly noted it is full of snack-size history lessons, one of which is about a garbage-eating pig. Delicious! Mystery fans will be more than satisfied with the puzzles, clue hunts, and word games abound in our new Winterton Deception series. Reminiscent of nail-biting family mysteries like The Westing Game and Knives Out, The Final Word features twin siblings who enter a battle of the minds against the Wintertons, a dictionary magnate family, in an effort to save themselves and their parents from financial ruin. What starts as an ordinary spelling bee twists and turns into a complex mystery that will intrigue young sleuths, word nerds, and classic literature fans alike. Starring robots, pirates, smugglers, and a young inventor on a life-risking quest following a secret message from inside one of his missing father's creations, The Sinister Secrets of Singe will satisfy adventure-hungry STEAM and steampunk fans. Booklist noted in particular the lush world-building and an action-packed storyline will prove perfect for fans of book franchises such as A Series of Unfortunate Events. There are plenty of black and white illustrations to bring the technology to life, and you can expect more adventures and sinister secrets in the upcoming sequels. Moving on to young adult, we have a deliciously seasonal fall read from rising star talent Crystal Maldonado. This is an incredibly funny frenemies to lovers story featuring Afro-Latin characters that touches on a plethora of tough topics, including racism, chronic illness, fat phobia, and disability. The Fall of Whit Rivera is a really strong read that readers will tear through, and since YA is so hot right now, we're going all out to support it with tons of social media advertising and content, an author tour, and fall festival appearances. This is a perfect cozy fall read to pair with a pumpkin spice latte or mug of hot apple cider. The Spirit Bares Its Teeth is an explosive Victorian Gothic horror, the highly anticipated sophomore novel from New York Times bestselling author Andrew Joseph White, whose career is off to a stellar start with Hell Followed With Us. This timely piece of fiction features an autistic trans boy named Silas, who works to dismantle a secret society of mediums from inside the boarding school he is in against his will. It examines what the fall of Roe v. Wade and the current political climate means for trans youth. This is not a novel for weak stomachs. The Spirit Bares Its Teeth tackles transphobia, ableism, reproductive choice, and privilege with nuanced violence that feels painfully real and appropriate. The importance of trans kids being able to see themselves in historical settings cannot be understated these days. Trans people have always existed. And with its stunning package, this is a book that teens and adults alike cannot wait to sink their teeth into. Following the success of her Eisner Award-winning Salt Magic, Hope Larson returns with Be That Way, a journal-style graphic novel unlike anything in the YA market. Set in the mid-90s, high school junior Christine has only one goal for the year, to be shiny, or in simple terms, be the girl that everyone notices. In her quest for the spotlight, Christine experiences many quintessential teenage moments, like first love, heartbreak, betrayal, and self-discovery. The story's core themes of using art for self-expression pairs beautifully with Hope's combination of prose, illustrations, doodles, and comics that weave together throughout the book. Readers will feel like they're actually reading a teenage girl's journal. We'll host a virtual event featuring this book and outreach with a special mailing to YA librarians to help both Hope and Christine shine brightly. A dark reimagining of American Tall Tales, Before the Devil Knows You're Here is a unique story that will easily find a place in a robust YA horror market. Historical folklore set in early 1800s Wisconsin territory, drawing inspiration from Johnny Appleseed and Paul Bunyan with touches of macabre and a Latinx bend. It is unputdownable with a chilling, powerful conclusion. From Autumn Krause, a triracial author with a growing TikTok following, who we are excited to break out. Thank you for your time and attention. We hope a few, if not all these titles caught your eye. You can learn more about each of these books and the rest of our summer and fall lists by checking out our seasonal catalogs on Edelweiss. Until next time, happy reading!